Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm glad you come back again. Here's another Davinci Resolve video for you guys. In the last one I did with the subscribe button, some people asked me to do it with the click. So that's what this one's going to be. Just like you see right here, I'm going to do one with a click on it. Now to start off this project, you're going to do the same thing you did in the last one. When you open up Davinci Resolve, you're going to see a little tab like this. You're not going to see the big one in the background here. This is me. I've already done this. But you're going to click on New Project. And when this window pops up, you're going to name it whatever you want. I'm going to name it Subscriber Clip. Subscriber Click. And hit Create. Now this may take some time for it to get to this point. It just depends on how good your computer is. So you're going to come over here to the No Clips and Media pool. Right click on it. New Fusion Composition. And we're going to put this at 6 seconds. And then we're going to put this at 30 frames a second. Create. You're going to grab this Fusion composition and you're going to bring it down here into your edit timeline. Make sure you're on the edit one. And we're going to go into Fusion. Now, if you've seen my videos before, you see how this is snapping to grid. You want to right click down here and do arrangement tools and to grid. Make sure this is clicked, okay? Mine's already clicked, so I don't need to do that. Now, the files that I'm about to show you are on my Discord. The link is in the description below in my Lintree, along with many other of my social links. So we want to check that out, and you can download these files for free from my Discord. Now, this is just the folder on my computer. You can drag and drop these, or you can right-click in here and import media. And doing the import media, you can search for it, but the easier way is to do this. Just grab your little media and pull it into there. Now those are the two items that are going to be for free on my Discord. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the finger, bring it down here, F2 to rename it, and we're going to do this, name it click. Now I'm going to say something here, and if, like I said, if you see my last videos, if you put these two little nodes down here at the bottom, the right side will bring it on the right side, the left side will bring it on the left side. So whatever is this little node will see will show up in whichever side you click on it on the bottom. So I'm gonna bring in subscriber, F2 to rename, subscribe. All right, so once you got these in here, you're gonna wanna do a couple of things. You need to make this click icon a different color. We wanna make it white. So I'm gonna come up here to Effects Library, click on it a couple times, eventually come up. Tools drop down, Mask, and Bitmap. It pulls this little bitmap in here. You can connect the gray square from click to the yellow on bitmap. We're going to show it over here. Now to actually get this the way you want it to be, you're going to have to put in a background on here also. And when you got the background selected, this one right here is the background if you didn't see it. Once you got the background selected, come over here and pull it to white. And then grab it like here. And now you got the transparent white background in 1920 by 1080. The subscribe button, you don't have to do much with it. All you got to do is add a transform node, which this is a transform node right here. Pull it down here. I'm going to do F2 and sub trans. On that, I'm going to connect the gray box of subscribe to the yellow triangle of sub trans. And then we're going to pull another transform node down here and hook up background gray box to yellow triangle on transform. F2 on transform 1 to rename, and we're going to call this one click trans. Now to get these two to merge together, you can come up here and you can grab a merge node and pull it down in here. But I'm going to show you guys the other way to do it. If you just grab this gray box and try to connect it to this box, you automatically get a merge node in here. Now, like I said before, if you click the left one, now see I'm clicking the left one on this subscribe when I'm trying to point at my screen. On your subscribe one, it's going to show up on your left side. Now if you click the right one on the merge one, see the whole whatever's in your merge, which this is what your final output's going to look like, will show up in the right side. So we're going to have all the final output stuff here showing in the right side of what we want this to look like. And this is big. I mean, this is 1920 by 1080. So we got to rescale the subscribe and we got to rescale the finger click. So we're going to come down here to the sub transform node, come over here and bring this size down. I'm going to highlight it and I bring it down to 0.25 for the size. Make sure the subtrans is clicked for that. We're gonna go up here and click on the transform on this one. And I'm actually gonna use the pull down on this to get the right size of what I feel like it should be to look right. And it looks like it's 0.25 on this one, actually makes it look decent also. So that's the correct one. Now we don't want these in the middle of the screen. You can put these anywhere you want on the screen. And you can edit your keyframes, which I'll explain later, different ways to bring it up on different parts of the screen. All right, so I have the subtrans clicked here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab it, I'm gonna pull it off to the right here. Now for me, my camera is about right there when I game. So I'm gonna bring it up to right about here. So it's above my camera and above my head. Then we're gonna take this little click node, we're gonna bring it all the way up here, and wherever the location is you want it to click on to subscribe, let it be there. All right, now to animate this, we got the locations we want all this stuff to be at. All right, I had to move my camera up a little bit because you couldn't see the frames. These are your frames right here. And what I'm gonna do is we're gonna animate the subscribe button right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this click trans, move it out of the way so I can see the subscribe. Make sure subscribe is highlighted down here. I'm gonna go to frame 10. This is where I found the sweet spot at. We're gonna put click on this. This is your keyframe saying you want the subscribe logo to be 1/4 the size in this location at this time. So what I wanna do also is I wanna do the angle because I want it to spin in. So then we're gonna click the keyframe for the angle also. I'm gonna go back down here to frame 0. All right, so we're gonna have the subtrans here. And once we get to frame 0, I wanna do rotations on this too. So we're gonna do -620. I'm gonna click enter and the size is gonna be 0. So now it's gonna spin in and animate in like that. Now, if you don't like that, the spin in, you don't have to do the spin in. If you do, then it'll look just like this. Just come in straight. I want a little bit of animation. And you can spin it as much as you want. All right, so I want this to happen fairly quick. So I'm gonna go to frame 20, which we're not even 1 second. 30 frames a second is what we have it set at. So on the 30th frame, it's 1 second into the animation. I want at frame 20, I'm gonna do the click transform. I'm gonna bring it up here, put it where I want it on the subscribe button. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the little arrow that has right. You can't move it up and down, see? You can only move it left and right. I'm gonna pull it just off the screen. Now these numbers here will be different for you guys depending on where you've located this. I'm just gonna pull mine off the screen here. Centering, we're gonna keyframe it off the screen at frame 20. At frame 25, I want this to be, I'm gonna control and scroll out. If you control and scroll out whenever you're hovering over this, you can make it smaller. I couldn't grab this arrow. I'm gonna grab this arrow, I'm gonna bring it in here. So yeah, I control to scroll out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this arrow, and I'm gonna bring it in here where I want this thing to be at frame 25. So now the animation will look like this so far. And I'm gonna scroll back in. Just like that. Now when this thing clicks, I'm gonna have it click at 30 frames. So at the 1 second mark, it's gonna click. And to make it click, you just change the size of the item. And so what I'm gonna do is I am going to keyframe frame 30 that the click is gonna be at 0.25. All right, so at frame 30, we are gonna have it at 0.25. Then at frame 35, we're gonna have it at 0.2, which it should automatically keyframe for you. So now the click downward animation. Now it's gotta come back up. So 5 frames later at 40, we're gonna put 25 back again. So it's back at the size it's supposed to be. And it makes the little click animation. I also want the subscribe button to do something, but I wanted it to do it after the click started. So 2 frames after the click starts, I'm gonna click the transform node here, keyframe it on the size of 25. And then 5 frames later, which would be 37, make it 0.2. 5 frames later, which is 42, it's going to be back up to 25. So now the animation looks like this. The subscribe animation is a couple frames behind the click animation. All right, so the animation stops at 42 frames right now. And 5 frames after that, so 47, I want the click finger to start animating outside of the screen. So we're going to come up here and click trans. So we do the animations on that. I'm going to click center keyframe here. After I click center keyframe, I'm going to come over here to 53. And we're going to pull this out of the screen again. Okay, so 53 seemed like it was a little too fast for me. So I'm going to come back to the 53rd frame. And we're going to click this keyframe again so it doesn't activate. And we're going to go a couple more frames. And we're going to try it again. See how this animation looks. I like that. I like it. It moves it a little bit slower. So now I want the subscribe to animate out itself. So to animate the subscribe out, I'm going to come over here to 70 frames. And at the 70th frame, I am going to click on sub, transform node for the sub. We're going to click size for the sub frame. We're going to go 10 frames ahead and animate it down to 0. And well, just like that, you have done your animation thing or created the animation for it. Now what you want to do last, don't forget this, is to connect this to the media out. Media out is your final output. And I've got it showing over here. So the animation for that looks exactly the same as merge 1. But the media out, if you don't have it connected, then it won't go out to anywhere. Now to render this. To render it's a little bit different. We're going to come over here to deliver. And on the deliver page, we're going to go to custom, individual clips. Keep it on QuickTime or whatever. If it doesn't say QuickTime, go to QuickTime. Grab this GoPro Cineform. You guys change this to 16-bit and make sure you export it to alpha. And these are the exact settings that you have to have. So if you want to take a look again, look on over here and see what we got. These are the settings. If you want to pause the video. Now I'm going to browse and I'm going to find the location that I want to put this animation at. All right, so I've selected the folder and we're going to do this click sub animation. And make sure your render settings are still the same. They shouldn't change at all. And we're going to add to render queue. It's going to pop up over here on the right side of your screen. And you're going to click start render. And just like that, my computer completed it in 5 seconds. Some computers will be longer. Some computers may even be shorter. So it just depends on what kind of computer you do have. Now, this software, Davinci Resolve, is free, like you probably already know. The link for that will be down in the description also. For everybody here that has subscribed to my channel for the Davinci Resolve videos, I thank you guys so much. And like always, don't forget to subscribe. Now, as you can tell, I do other content on this channel besides graphic design. Graphic design is one part of this channel. I do Pokemon pack openings. I play Apex on stream here on YouTube and on Twitch. Both those links will be down in the description below. Well, you're already here on YouTube, so you know where that's at. But don't forget to subscribe. I wouldn't mind talking to you guys on stream. I do stream Apex usually every Sunday and Monday night at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And that'll be on Twitch or here on YouTube. More than likely, it's been on here on YouTube lately. So, yeah. I hope to see you guys on stream and here on the channel. Thanks for watching.